This looks like fun. Not done yet. No way. No way.
That's it, I'm dead. Careless. Judgment upon the evil before me!
Yeah! There's no way we're gonna lose. Keep your eyes on my sword.
We'll destroy them in no time. Incandescent focus. Annihilate the foe before me. Disturbing power now unleashed. Meet my judgment.
Man, I want some more. Try and keep up. Come on, Wind. Down. Wind blade. Not done yet. Come here. Not too shabby for an old man. Oh, there's no challenge at all. Don't get careless.
Remember to keep a sharp eye out.
Keep your eyes on my sword.
So you have come at last.
A Critian? No, wait, you were...
Meet Chroma, special advisor to the Imperial Knights, Alexei's personal assistant.
Alexei's, but that would mean...
Then she's an enemy?
No, I am not. For the time being, in any case.
That's not a very comforting way to put it. Sorry, but we got somewhere to go. If you're here to fight, fine. If not, maybe it could wait until later.
Who is it you would fight for?
What do you mean?
That poor, pathetic young girl?
She doesn't need your pity.
You are being really vague. Come on, spit it out already.
I cannot know what that one saw in all of you, but I wish for you to stop him.
Okay, that made no sense. Did anybody get what she was trying to say?
Maybe she wants us to stop Alexei?
Maybe. It would add up, I guess.
Yes, Estelle should be just up ahead.
Aye, but stopping is so half-hearted. We're going to destroy him.
Maybe it was more like, go nail that guy's butt to the wall.
I could handle that. Come on. could you be any weaker?
I guess I'll go easy on them.
Alright, who's next? Not done yet! How do you feel? How do you feel?
Man, I want some more. I can do even better than this.
Ooh, that's nice.
Battle mode activated!
How do you feel?
Feel this holy power! Feel this holy power!
Not done yet!
That was so easy.
No way! Not done yet! Sonic Dragon Ball! Take this! And take this! No way! Guardian Bandit! Who's next? No way! Sonic Dragon Ball!
You picked the wrong people to fight with. Guess practice makes perfect.
I feel like an easy win.
Don't get careless.
Here comes a new spell.
Knock him around and all right, who's next? Guardian Bandit!
Are you done already?
Perfect!
This'll make good practice.
Don't get careless. Yeah!
How feeble looking.
I guess I'll go easy on them.
Take this!
You're finished. Stronger and stronger.
I don't care what rock you crawled out from. Bring it!
Victory is a whirling tide! I suppose I could try.
Man, I want some more.
Now's our chance.
Let's party!
Raise our divine protection!
Perfect. I guess I can fight.
Should we be getting started?
Just got something up.
Alright, who's next?
Oh, that's...
This looks like fun.
Take this! Oh, the time has come to say goodbye.
How feeble looking!
Let's just get it over with. Let's start something up.
Man, I want some more.
Astounding. I thought that crash would have been the last of you.
If we hadn't been lucky, you just might have gotten your wish. You can let her go now and save yourself some pain. Or we can break you first. It's your call.
Sorry to be a bore, but let's say I refuse both of those.
I'd be happy to decide for you.
The princess was splendid. Her power equals the ancient children of the full moon. Every person has a role, and the princess has played her part exceedingly well.
If she's done her part, then we'll take her back right now.
As you wish.
Estelle!
Hey!
Estelle, snap out of it!
Wait, it looks like she's being controlled.
That's not fair! That's not fair, Alexei!
What would you do with the princess now? Her power has subsumed her will entirely. Her power has finally been controlled by a system I have put into place. Blastia that go out of control must be destroyed. You should know that.
Don't talk about Estelle like she's just some thing.
Oh, but the princess was a tool most crucial to my plans, as were you, Schwan. And since you survived, I will use you again. Return like the puppet you are.
Sorry, but you buried that poor schmuck alive yourself. I'm Raven. Pleased to meet you.
We all have a role to play, but each person has a say in what that role is.
Even though so many live such meaningless, mundane lives? I think not.
If they choose that life, then so what? That's what deciding for yourself means.
You have no right to decide whether they're meaningless or not!
How unfortunate. We will never see eye to eye.
No! Estelle, don't do this! Damn it! Guess we don't have a choice.
Alexei! This is all Alexei's doing!
That damn Commandant! The sharp wind is a wanderer's friend!
Perhaps that was not enough power. Thanks to you, this new key to replace Dane Nomos is now complete. As a show of my appreciation, I will allow you to witness the fruition of my plan, the awakening of the true child of the full moon.
What is that?
We saw that at Miorzo.
It's that ring we saw on the mural.
Success! At last I have done it! Behold, the greatest remnant of the ancients, the enduring Shrine of Zaude, the ultimate Blastia, which once obliterated the catastrophe that threatened our world.
That's a Blastia?
Maybe you could save this little speech until you get some alone time. You're embarrassing yourself.
The show, I am afraid, is over. It is time for the final curtain. Now, Princess, do your friends the favor of separating their heads from their bodies.
Bastard!
None of this would have happened if you hadn't insisted on coming here. Oh, how the poor girl will feel when she comes to her senses. Farewell.
Damn you, Alexei, wait! Get back here! Alexei!
Alexei!
Estelle, don't! Please. Before I can hurt anyone else, please.
Estelle, snap out of it! Come back to us! Estelle! Are you just gonna let your life end like this? Like someone else's tool?
I want to. I want to be myself. I want to keep on living.
You did it, Estelle! You're you again!
Wait, the system!
It was being kept in check by Alexei's sword. Without that...
I can't stop it now! Everyone, run!
Don't worry, we're not gonna lose you!
I might be able to use his system.
Amazing. It's synchronized with Estelle. Interference deactivation data. A formula to isolate surplus air. But what could possibly take the place of the apatheia?
What about this sword? This is the original that Alexei based his on, right?
Let me try it.
Let me help. I'll keep track of the flow of air.
Me too!
I'll help out.
Oh, damn this useless body.
Please! Everyone!
What did I say? We're not gonna lose you. When brave Vesperia does something, we do it right.
Okay. Yuri, the sword!
Here! Welcome back.
Nice to be back.
The Enduring Shrine of Zaude.
That's what he said. Have you heard of it?
No, that's the first time. I wonder what it is.
I don't know, but I know what he's gonna use it for.
World domination. Do you really think he can do that?
He sure thought he could.
We Knights are always one step behind. We never would have been able to free the capital if it weren't for Yuri and the others. Much less stop the Blastia from spreading this danger across the land.
It was the Knights that protected the capital from Heracles, though. They're the only reason we were able to even get into the capital at all.
Even with Lady Estellise.
Hey, Estelle came back on her own.
I'm still grateful, though. Thank you.
quit it. You're creeping me out.
Alexei owes the world for all he's done. He owes us. Tomorrow, I'm going to the shrine of Zaude.
I assume your friends will be with you.
Yeah, everyone's resting up for tomorrow, so spare me any guilt trips tonight.
Okay.
Captain, so this is where you were. You again. Negotiations with the Union are difficult. It seems they can't even agree with each other. And one more thing. The Council intends to cede all authority to His Highness Yoder in order to control the current crisis. Due to your success in liberating the capital, His Highness has pronounced you acting Commandant. Congratulations!
Well, this cleans up one of our problems. Congrats.
Watch your tone.
Yuri, you're the one who really did all this.
Details, whatever. Well, I guess I'll go check on the others. See ya. What's up, Carol?
Oh, Yuri! Take a look! It's as good as new!
Good to see you're as useful as ever. That's not yours, though, is it?
It's mine.
Thanks.
This boy's been fixing up all the stuff that got knocked around in that commotion. He even went back to the lower quarter to pick all these things up.
Actually, Rapide found most of it.
These are my favorite shoes, and you can't hardly see where they got torn. This guy's awesome.
He sewed up a dress that was very important to me. Thanks again for that.
Are you sure about doing this, Carol? Tomorrow's the final battle.
It's okay. I was actually a little worried. I couldn't really sleep anyway when I started thinking about the battle tomorrow. I just thought I might as well help out if there was anything I could do. I didn't think Rapide would want to come help, though. I was a little surprised.
He probably guessed what you were thinking. He doesn't just go along with anything.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, don't push your luck.
Ah, come on, Rapide.
Oh, this boy's got a bright future ahead of him.
You are looking at the esteemed boss of our guild.
You might learn a thing or two from him yourself, you know.
I walked right into that one.
Memories support the heart, and our dearest possessions are the vessels for those memories. Thank you, young man.
I'll just do a little more, and then I'll call it a night.
Okay, just don't overdo it.
Yeah, I know.
doing wandering around?
I'm making sure you guys aren't causing any trouble.
I see. You're wandering around so you can cause some trouble.
No, I said... never mind.
I'm so glad that Estelle's back. And that we didn't have to kill her.
Yeah, I feel the same.
If we hadn't been able to bring her back, would you really have killed her?
Why do you ask?
Because...
I don't know, is what I'd like to say. But if Estelle hadn't heard my voice when she did, I probably would have killed her.
How can you go to such lengths knowing it's going to hurt you?
Estelle's my friend, and I can't let a stranger take care of my friend's problem. Besides, I'm not the one who it hurts the most.
A friend's problem? Yuri, you're really strong.
Strong, huh? I don't know about that. But what about you? Did you forget your search for the Maristella?
Right now, I'm focusing on beating the bad guys. Besides, I haven't forgotten. If anything, I've got a great memory.
A great memory, huh? What's wrong?
Yuri, I'll never forgive Alexei. Sacrificing someone for his own desires, I could never forgive that.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That's why we can't let Alexei get away with what he's done.
No, he can't.
Oh, right, Yuri. Guess what? The Maritime Guild, Gulsong, is rushing to fix our ship.
Gulsong? Isn't that Tokunaga's guild?
Yep, we'll be able to use the Fiertia in no time.
Alright, then we'll use that to take Alexei down.
Of course! So, Yuri?
Patty.
Huh?
If you're having difficulty saying it, there's no need to force yourself. I'll listen when you're ready to talk. So go get some sleep. Good night.
This will bring the value back down, so the discrepancy with this should... Nope, it's nowhere near enough.
Yuri!
What are you all doing out here?
Shut up and leave me alone! Oh, it's you.
Nice to see you too. So what kind of experiment is this anyway? Is something wrong?
No, it's being kept well under control, and it's stable. As annoying as it is to admit, Dane Nomos and this system of Alexei's are both pretty amazing.
So then where's the problem?
The effective area of control is more limited than I thought. The control barrier originates at the barrier Blastia. She's stable inside it, but she can't leave. I guess Dane Nomos alone couldn't take the place of all those Apatheia.
So long trips are out of the question.
Also, the barrier Blastia is part of the system. As long as it's in use, this city is defenseless. That's why I'm out here trying to figure out a way for her to move around freely.
Why can't Estelle just take Deinomos with her wherever she goes?
It was really only designed to contain air that's gone out of control. I don't think it could actually affect Estelle in any way.
I guess that's how it was with Duke, too.
Don't worry, I'll come up with something. Or my name isn't Rita Mordio. I won't let Estelle wind up trapped like that again. Nobody treats my friend like just some thing.
Okay, I'll leave you to it. Nothing to worry about. You've got the best genius under the sun with you.
Yes, I know Rita can help me.
I'll have this ready by tomorrow. You get yourself to bed.
Okay. Don't push yourself too hard. Same to you, Estelle. He's actually sleeping. Man, I can't tell if he's brave or just stupid.
Weren't you gonna have a touching reunion with your bestest pal?
No, it's that lieutenant of his. She's scary.
Hmm? Oh, well, I guess I can see that.
What do you mean?
Well, it's just... she's so serious. Gotta be careful not to rub her the wrong way.
I'm not rubbing anything any way.
Well, you most certainly can't please all the people all the time.
I guess you're right. So what are you doing here?
Oh, just thinking about stuff. Hey, why are you looking at me like that? With all we've been through, I guess I'm just trying to figure out what I should do with myself. But I keep coming up empty. Change wears me out.
You chose your own life. At this point, you should be able to do anything you want.
How do I put it? I already died once. Now I'm thinking about a bunch of stuff. But I guess thinking about settling things with Alexei is enough for now. The rest will probably come out in the wash.
Sounds okay to me.
Speaking of settling things, I filled Estelle in on all the stuff that happened. Guess what she did? She said I had to let her do the same thing everyone else did. So she smacked me on the head, called it even.
That's Estelle.
It kind of hurt, actually. Well, I think I'm gonna catch my shut-eye in here.
Suit yourself. Try not to oversleep for once, though. What are you doing, Judy?
I'm trying to see if I can contact Pharaoh again. If Zaude is connected to the ancient catastrophe, Pharaoh might know something about it.
Isn't he gonna ask about Estelle?
I'll tell him it looks like everything will be okay.
All right, thanks.
You know, the only real goal I've had in life has been to destroy the Hermes Blastia. I didn't have to think about other things while I was doing that.
Other things?
Oh, this world. Me. Lots of things. Had I never met Estelle, I might still be flying around with Baul, not thinking of anything.
Pharaoh said you'd change too.
Don't get me wrong. I'm telling him Estelle will be all right because I really believe it. I have no intention of ignoring the Blastia or the air.
Is that part of the lots of things you mentioned? Sorry, forget I said that.
I won't kill Estelle. Nor will I let her be killed. I also can't let Alexei go on.
Okay, we head out tomorrow morning. Just get back by then.
Understood.
Judy. Let's win this one.
Okay.
Ready to call it a day?
You coming too, Rapide? Tomorrow, we fight. Hope everybody can get some sleep.
Going already? It looks like things here won't be settled for a while. I had hopes that we'd have the guild ships at our disposal.
I heard they've been having some issues.
It seems they've been unable to decide on a course of action since the Don's passing. It looks like I'll be one step behind you again this time.
No hard feelings, no matter which of us gets to Alexei first, right? Oh yeah. Are you done trying to get Estelle back? I mean, she's still a princess. And what about all that stuff with the Imperial succession?
The Council has chosen Yoder as their leader. For all intents and purposes, he's got their nomination for the throne.
Okay. So that's why you don't need to chase her around anymore?
That's not it. It's just that I've finally come to terms with the choices she's made for herself.
Wow, you sure loosened up.
Don't give me a hard time. It's something I've had to struggle with in my own way.
Well, she'd be happy to hear it.
I'll bring the problems of the air and the Blastia to His Highness's attention. He'll be able to come up with some way of helping, I'm sure. As for Lady Estellise, Yuri, you have my confidence.
I appreciate it. Sorry for being such a pain. Well, I'm gonna get going. See you at Zaude.
As far as anyone is concerned, the capital was retaken because of my efforts. It isn't just with this, though.
No one even knows the things you've... No, that brave Vesperia's done. They don't even try to learn the truth. Are you really okay with that?
morning, Yuri.
Yuri, you're such a sleepyhead.
Looks like I overslept a little. My hair is a mess.
Is that all you're worried about?
Sounds like we're all good.
Here you go.
You pulled it off. Now we just need Judy and Estelle.
Here I am. Good morning, everyone.
Oh, morning, Judith.
Were you able to get in touch with Pharaoh?
Yes, but you won't like what he told me about Zaude. He says it's a place that must be left undisturbed by both Interleuchea and humans.
I wonder why.
Such an encouraging send-off.
Well, it's not like we can just say, oh, thanks for telling us, and not go. Alexei's at Zaude, and I'm really not in a mood to just let him go.
We can't just turn back now.
You're right. Pharaoh will have to understand.
We already came this far. We can't stop now.
Besides, if we just ignore him, the whole world's gonna be in all kinds of trouble.
That's the spirit. Now we just need Estelle. Rita, did you see her?
Estelle won't be coming. She can't fight anymore.
Wait, you don't mean...
The control was a success, but she needs to avoid air interference in order to keep her power from activating.
Huh? But all Blastia need air to work, don't they?
Yes. So I tried the same thing as Raven.
Using her own life energy for power.
Are you serious? I really wouldn't recommend that.
I couldn't find any other way. At least she can use formulas without worrying about air. But it's not just controlling the power of the child of the full moon. Even Arts will use her life. She could be in serious danger if she had to exert herself.
Oh no!
So she won't be coming with us anymore.
And was she okay with that?
No.
Estelle!
Hey! You're just here to see us off, right?
Rita, I'm sorry. Please take me with you.
What did I tell you? You'll lose your life just by using your arts. You could go on living with no problem if you just wouldn't use them.
I sat up all night thinking about what you told me. At first I thought, finally, I'll be able to live a normal life.
Yeah, you've suffered enough. You can rest now.
Thank you, Rita. You all are risking your lives to fight. Even the fate of this world is at stake. Knowing that, my only choice is to fight alongside you.
Estelle.
There are still things I can do for my friends. So I'm asking you, please, take me with you.
I want to tell you now, but you decided this for yourself. I won't turn you down.
Yes, and she doesn't really listen when she sets her mind to something.
Let's take her. Nobody likes having their friends run off to steal all the fun.
Yeah, we'll all help out to make this easy on her.
We're gonna blow that scoundrel away!
Promise me one thing. You will never, never push yourself too hard. Got it? I'll never forgive you if you break that promise.
All right.
Trying to forbid this bunch from pushing themselves is pretty pointless.
Thank goodness. It looks like I made it in time.
Huh? Prince Yoder and Flynn, too?
My, what an honor for His Highness to see us off himself.
There you go again with that attitude of yours.
You may have already heard, but the supply of ships has been delayed, so the Knights are not yet able to leave for battle. Under normal circumstances, the Knights should be the ones taking the initiative here. But you civilians have shouldered it. As head of the Empire, I must apologize.
Don't sweat it. It's not like we're doing this for the Knights or for the Empire anyway.
This may be a bit presumptuous, but I would like to ask that you take Flynn in their place.
Huh?
Your Highness.
At this moment, both in name and in substance, Flynn is the greatest knight in the Empire. I am sure that he will be of great use to you. Wouldn't you agree?
But I must command the Knights.
As soon as the Knights are ready, I will send them after you. You should be able to entrust your men with that much. Besides, are you not the one who desires most to settle things personally with Alexei?
Your Highness.
I, Eoder Argrios Hirasane, hereby command you on behalf of the Empire. Imperial Knight Flynn Shifo, join forces with the Guild, brave Vesperia, and stop Alexei.
Yes, sir. You heard His Highness. I'll be counting on you, Yuri.
Even if I refused, you'd still come along, wouldn't you?
So our next problem is just how to go about actually getting to Zaude.
That's already been handled, right, Judy?
Yes, of course. We still have that important friend of ours.
Oh, is he okay?
I told you, he's strong.
Yep, we'll be able to use the Fiertia in no time.
So everything's ready. This is it, the final battle.
Yeah. What's up, Yuri? Is something wrong with your weapon?
No, I was just thinking about how different axes and swords feel to use.
Ah, you use both swords and axes, don't you?
Yeah, but my arts change depending on which I use. It's not a problem or anything, but...
Well, I think you look cooler when you're using axes, Yuri. It makes you look stronger, too.
Really? I prefer Yuri when he's using swords myself.
You should just use one in each hand.
Give me a break.
Money seems to disappear before you know it.
No, it disappears because you use it.
Sure, but if you only use a little at a time, you don't realize how much you're spending.
I guess we've been spending a little too much.
What do you mean? We need to spend more.
Really? But why?
The more gold we spend, the more it comes back to us. And it brings its friends, too.
Really?
How interesting.
Huh? Rita, your name's on this money.
Exactly. I've been writing my name on our gold so we'll know when it comes back to us. And when it does come back, I bet it'll have doubled at least. So go on, use it.
What a lovely little fairy tale. Greetings, Elder. What were you grumbling about?
Oh, you've returned. Look what I found when I was cleaning my dresser.
You had a sword in your dresser?
Hey, but this is...
This isn't just any old sword. It looks like, you know...
Yeah.
No kidding. Not so much the shape, the vibe it's given off.
Just what kind of sword is this?
I was hoping you would ask. If memory serves, it is one of the 7 fell arms of legend.
You mean the weapon spawned by the 14-headed monster from the fairy tales?
I don't know how the story is told below, but here the legend is as follows. At the height of the ancient Blastia civilization, an attempt was made to produce special weapons. Eventually, this led to the creation of armaments of untold power. 7 in total.
So these weapons are a legacy of the ancients. Well, De Nomos is real. Maybe this story is too.
Is De Nomos one of these fell arms, then?
I'd say it's possible if what the Elder said is true.
But if this really is one of the fell arms, why was it in your dresser, Elder?
I can't remember for the life of me. It's been decades since I've cleaned this thing out.
You haven't cleaned out your dresser in decades? I don't know what to say.
If these weapons are really as powerful as they sound, it might be a good idea for us to get a hold of them before they fall into the wrong hands.
Yeah, there've been quite a few sets of wrong hands out there lately, too.
Might we take us with us, Elder?
Huh? Oh, fine by me.
You're giving it to us just like that?
To tell the truth, I'm glad it turned up. But I've been wondering what I'd do with it. I've got no real use for it. Besides, it would be a shame to just leave something like this lying around. I figure you are just the ones to put it to proper use.
Do you know anything about the other fell arms?
Let me see here. According to the legend, the 7 weapons share a common bond. If this is truly one of the fell arms, it may react if brought near the others.
But De Nomos hasn't reacted at all.
Then perhaps it isn't a fell arm after all.
Then how are we supposed to find them?
Well, there's no point thinking it to death. So long as we have one of them, the bad guys won't be able to get them all, right? Maybe that's good enough.
I agree.
All right then, Elder. We'll take it off your hands. Thanks.
Hey, do you mind if I have a gel?
Carol, I don't really think you should eat those unless you need them.
But I can't stop thinking about how good they taste. Or the smooshy way they feel between my teeth.
I noticed we've had fewer gels lately. You've been snacking on them, haven't you?
I want them so badly I can't sleep. And here you've been eating them while we weren't looking?
I haven't been doing anything like that. Wait, Rita, you were losing sleep over gels?
No, of course not. What are you talking about?
They're not snacks, you know. They might be small, but they're pretty expensive.
I can't say I like their taste or texture very much.
Perhaps they're not too pleasing to a princess's palate.
No, that's not it. I don't think they're that good either.
I'm addicted to their simple taste. You just don't get it.
Gels were made sweet and soft so they'd appeal to children after all.
Are you saying my sense of taste is childish?
What's the matter with that? You are both children.
together now. How about this?
Out of my way! Dragon! Get out of here!
How's this?
Guardian
Raging blast!
Full power.
Swift and certain.
Advance form!
Cerebral form!
You're dead in the water. Put some spirit into it.
What are you up to?
Well, you know how Patty switches up her fighting style in the middle of battle?
We thought we might be able to do the same thing, so we asked for a lesson.
I don't think that's something that can be taught. You have to be born with a style that unique.
No, Yuri. You start practicing with the others. You can never know until you at least try.
I'm not so sure.
Nonsense. Keep a positive mental attitude.
You could be right. Here goes.
critical form.
Haha! Victory is mine!
We lost! Yuri, this is all your fault!
Choosing critical like that? I thought you played it cooler than that.
Carol and Raven, you owe me your gels for a while. Yuri, you get a thank you kiss.
You were betting on me?
It's far from enough to wear me out.
Is it just me, or does combat seem to invigorate him? Like a couple other people I could name.
Who?
Who indeed?
I didn't get as many chances to fight at the front after I rose to captain. This is an opportunity to keep myself in fighting form.
Whatever excuse you come up with, you're still a fighting maniac.
I've never been called a fighting maniac before.
And here I was thinking Flynn was normal.
She doesn't think we're normal.
Shocking, right?
What sort of person did you believe me to be, Rita?
Huh? I ask now.
I mean, I never would have thought you'd think one of Yuri's friends was normal.
Yeah, you really are Yuri's type.
I'm right here, both of you.
So, why are we here again?
Don't we have other stuff to do?
Well, we've come this far. It wouldn't hurt to just go and say hello to Pharaoh.
I'm hoping he won't be around.
What's this?
It's like a hole just opened up in the sky.
Oh, that. It is a phantom rift. Pharaoh made it.
What the hell is a phantom rift?
Jormungand, the town where we met Duke, was an illusion that Pharaoh made.
There wasn't anything left but ruins that second time we went there.
It kind of makes sense if what we saw in Jormungand was from the same time as the ghost ship.
Besides Duke, that is.
Yeah, that's probably what happened.
And you say Pharaoh made this thing?
Yes.
It seems like Pharaoh's not around here anywhere.
He's not responding to my calls either.
Hey! What's going on here?
No!
Whoa!
That stupid kid!
Let's go.
Carol, are you okay?
I'm okay. That was crazy.
This is... Jormungand.
Or the illusion of it that Pharaoh made.
There's no one around.
Could Pharaoh be here?
Perhaps.
Let's have a look around. So now we've got the gang back together.
I'm so glad to be with you all again.
Same here.
Likewise.
You must take care not to strain yourself.
Remember, there's a limit to what we can do.
You know, one step at a time.
Huh? What's up?
I think Rapide just welcomed me back.
No, Rapide's already off over there.
Should have seen that coming.
What brings you here?
We're just travelers passing through.
I'm sorry, but there is no longer an inn or any shops in this town.
Are you here alone?
Yes, it's just me.
You wouldn't happen to be the sage, would you?
The humans of this town once called me that.
Huh? But didn't the sage die?
Shh. This is an illusion Pharaoh made, right?
So that would mean this is actually the Jormungand of 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, I wonder if the lack of a barrier Blastia is the reason everyone else took off.
How perceptive. Blastia cannot easily be acquired, nor do we have the clear Ciel crystal. The children of the full moon should never have signed the pact with the Interlakeia.
Pact?
They agreed to bury most of the Blastia, with the children standing watch over the rest.
In order to protect against the Adaphagos.
So then, the ancient civilization didn't collapse. It was sealed up.
Well, I thought you were perceptive, but now I see you actually know nothing.
What?
Supervising the use of Blastia. Doesn't that remind you of the Empire today?
Well, Estelle is a child of the full moon, not to mention one of the heirs to the throne.
Wait, so then the children of the full moon must have founded the Empire.
Please, there is no need to speak in hushed tones. The pact will surely be forsaken. Unless, that is, all Blastia can be done away with for good.
But people couldn't live like they do now without Blastia.
A certain type of life can be led, even without Blastia.
Yeah, the inconvenient type.
So it has always been. They come to depend on anything that eases the burdens of life.
Yet even knowing that, you helped the people of this town to build a barrier, Blastia?
I too was poisoned by the desire for greater things. I couldn't ignore the convenience.
Now what kind of a sage does that?
To be a sage means only to be rich in knowledge. I too belong to the society of people.
Being a saint isn't a prerequisite for leadership then, huh?
Well put. And the children of the full moon are no different. The role of supervisor will turn into one of absolute authority before long.
What does that mean?
It's pretty clear if you look at what the Empire's become.
Anyway, nothing remains in this village. Not even Blastia. You are welcome to stay the night, if you don't mind the ramblings of an old man.
Thanks.
I I feel kinda dizzy.
I can't believe he kept us up all night telling those stories.
Well, I was fascinated by his epic tale of the girl who fought with a frying pan and a ladle.
Estelle, it sounds like you want to hear even more stories.
Yeah, well, you can count me out.
Anyway, this is quite impressive for something that's just an illusion.
It's so weird. It's an illusion, but we can talk with people and everything feels so real.
Perhaps it's because these things really did exist at one point in the past.
Humans could never give up Blastia completely, which has brought us to where we are today.
The Empire was only meant to monitor the Blastia, but they started digging them up and studying them.
The Entelechea despise the Blastia, but humans just can't let them go.
It looks like Baol is back to his old self.
There's plenty of air for him to absorb. He seems to have used it to heal his wounds.
For all the trouble Alexei's caused, he's helping us out in some unexpected ways.
That's not gonna get him off the hook, though.
He can go wherever he likes. With Baul to help us, there's no place we can't follow.
When someone as strong as Pharaoh tells you not to go messing with Zauda, it makes you wonder.
I wish he'd use regular words when he talked, though.
Definitely. If If it's really all that dangerous, you'd think he'd want to make himself clear.
Maybe it was something Pharaoh had difficulty expressing in his own way. He did take the time to warn us. That shows at least some concern for our well-being, right?
You mean that maybe he's warmed up to us a bit?
Yes.
Looking at Flynn, I can say, there's a knight captain. But it's really hard to picture Raven in charge of a bunch of knights.
I don't think it's possible until he gets rid of that shady aura he carries around.
It could be that he's only concealing his knightly dignity to complete his disguise as Raven.
I don't know if he and Dignity have even been in the same room together.
Captain Schwan was a man of grace and honor. His skills were renowned, which kept him on constant secret missions. Every knight knew his name, and nearly everyone envied his ability to carry out his duties with poise.
Huh? Is that true?
And while he was scrupulous, he knew how to care for those under him, so he always had their trust.
After seeing 3 of them, I can see he was well liked.
The more I hear about him, the further he seems from that old man.
That's why I'm telling you, I'm not Schwan.
When did he get here?
Listen to yourselves, carrying on as though nobody's around.
But sometimes you do say things that Captain Schwan would. You continue to carry his quality, however quietly.
Knock that off, would you?
Raven?
What you need, lad?
I know this is a subject you would like to avoid, but I want to ask you something as a knight.
Why would Schwann obey Alexei's orders, is it?
I cannot believe Captain Schwann would be so blind as to miss the nefariousness of Alexei's deeds.
You put too much stock into Schwann. His head was as empty as a tin soldier's. The Schwann that would fulfill his duty like a puppet died a decade ago.
That would not change, even if he knew what he does now?
Well, I don't think he would have seen a Blastia of that size coming. But he still might have followed Alexei to the last. But you never can know, can you?
Is the reason you wish to settle things now because you have chosen to live as Raven?
There are some folks who took this old man seriously. So I guess I can't die just yet. But if I'm gonna live on, then I've got to make up for what Schwann did.
So a fortuitous encounter changed you?
That's putting it a bit dramatically.
Run into another pile of trouble when the Knights catch up and you're with us? I won't be laughing if we mess things up before we can deal with Alexei.
That young woman Knight will be difficult. What will you do about her?
She's put me on too high a pedestal. I believe that a line can be drawn between good and evil in this world.
And she thinks that you're the one who can draw that line.
But reality is not so simple.
Right. I hope she realizes that soon. I have a feeling she will.
Sounds to me like she's got blinders on.
Yeah, I think Applehead will catch on faster.
Yuri, you really shouldn't call him that. Witcher is an exceptional mage who represents the future hopes of Aspio.
Him?
Hadn't you heard?
I guess I just wasn't interested. Now that I think of it, I think he may have been more on the ball than the others.
Even after our request for assistance expired, he continued to aid myself and other knights. He is earnest and dedicated.
You care about your crew, Flynn. I'm sure you're a top-rate captain.
Hey.
I will take back what I have learned. You allowed that to rise again. You cannot be trusted with Dane Nomos.
Do you know what that thing is?
The legacy of the ancients. A giant Blastia that could save the world from impending doom, but you have allowed it to fall into hands that would use it for ill purposes. All things must be returned to their proper places. Begin by returning that sword to me.
Wait, if this should be returned to its proper place, wouldn't that mean giving it to Estelle?
Nothing would be more fruitless than giving it to one who cannot use it properly.
For us, Dane Nomos was never anything more than proof of Imperial lineage, so perhaps you are better suited to wield it.
So if you don't mind, could you let me keep it a little longer? We're going to stop Alexei ourselves, and we need this to do it.
Very well. However, if you should waver before the task you face, I will come again to claim the sword.
Okay, let's go.
If His Highness has got your back, you've got no choice but to charge forward.
Yes, I shall not disappoint him.
I didn't think he'd order you to go with us and stop Alexei. That little prince? I thought he was just a softie. He's got sharp eyes.
Idealism alone won't get you very far. But if he can make clever moves like that, he'll be a fine emperor.
We'd all be in trouble if he couldn't.
An eye for the big picture, the ability to use the right people, and noble intentions. A full package like that is pretty rare.
Don't worry. I have faith in Yoda.
Anyway, Yoder told us to take you with us, so I hope you're ready for back-breaking work.
Of course. I shall not waste His Highness's favor.
Good. Let's go.
So that's Zaude. It's huge.
It's sort of shaped like a ring.
Anybody with fingers big enough for that wouldn't have any trouble taking over the world.
There's no way Alexei could fit that on his finger.
I wonder if we'll get in without being seen.
Whoa, look! Over there!
Pharaoh. But Pharaoh's one of the strongest in Telekea.
And even he couldn't do anything to it. What did we get ourselves into?
It reconstituted itself by manipulating the air. What processing speed?
Is that the power Alexei was after?
Let's go in from below. Pharaoh's doing all the work. But at least he's got Alexei looking up for now.
Pharaoh, thank you. I'd like to know one thing before we begin this battle. Just how strong is this Commandant?
I heard he earned his knighthood when he won a royal tournament during the previous emperor's reign.
I got to cross swords with him once, and I didn't last more than 3 minutes.
His title is more than mere decoration. His skill puts him well above his fellow knights.
He's the strongest among them, huh?
And don't forget, he's surrounded by his royal guard.
None of this sounds very promising.
Hey, we've got De Nomos, don't we?
Besides, we've been through all kinds of stuff together on this journey.
Yeah, we're tighter than any kind of guard, royal or not.
All right, so say we handle the royal guard. It's still a coin toss in the end.
I guess we'll never be too prepared when it comes to facing Alexei.
Any error will likely cost lives.
Right. We'll have to give it everything we've got.
Man, could you be any weaker?
Let us take caution. Alright, who's next? Alright, who's next? That was a fine bit of training.
A new skill under my belt!
So Pharaoh's been absorbing air too. Is he trying to restabilize it?
We owe him one for keeping the fight up this long.
No, I don't think that's it. My guess is he's taking in all that air to disable Zaude's power source.
That way he'll be able to mess with Alexei's plans, right?
Right. Right, Judith?
Who? Me? What was the question?
Never mind.
It'll be easy if we can just get inside. We'll stop everything in one shot.
Wish it were that easy, kid, but we'll be up to our ears in traps and royal guards.
Gotta admire his confidence.
Do you really mean that?
Pharaoh, please be okay.
Guardian Field, out of my way!
That was a fine bit of training. I've unlocked new strength.
Relax.
Just like that next time, guys!
Synthesis artisans are amazing. They produce such lovely items in such a short time.
Yes, it really is an art. The quality is always second to none, too. And the same artisan is always sneaking into the cities we visit just before we get there.
What? Are you serious?
Oh, yeah. I wish I had half the vitality he has. We're nothing compared to how much he gets around.
Yeah, right, okay. There's no way he could do that.
Really? Do you think it's more likely that the world's full of such skilled artisans?
You too, Judith? You really believe that?
And he must have great instincts, too. We should see about getting him to join Brave Vesperia.
Really? Carol, the next time we meet him, let's see if he'll join.
Right, okay.
Whoa. I think those two actually fell for all that.
The princess and the kids still have a lot to learn.
I hear they're actually using Blastia to do the synthesis.
You know, maybe we got a little carried away.
Man, up close, this thing is bigger than I thought.
Is this really one big Blastia? There's no way!
It's gotta be a Hopeland Blastia designed to threaten everyone in the world.
It must possess unimaginable power.
Hey, look! It's a ship!
Is it the Knights?
No, I can't believe they'd make it here this fast. It's probably the Royal Guard.
That must mean... Yep, the entrance is closely guarded.
They're swarming like sea roaches.
There aren't that many. We could blow them away before they knew what hit them.
Easy. We're not here to get noticed. Let's see if there isn't some other way in.
We've seen plenty of Blastia so far, but this one's in a different class altogether.
If this was made at the end of the Garayo civilization, it may contain clues to all their technology.
Chances are pretty good, if the building we saw in that relief in Murzo is actually Zaude.
So is there a connection between the Cataclysm and the Autophagos?
If it does come from the end of the Garayo civilization, maybe it can turn back the Autophagos.
I wonder if that's why they carved the relief. It all adds up, but I keep going back to Pharaoh's words.
About disturbing Zaude? Thinking about it isn't likely to get us anywhere. We just have to go on.